Good day. It is June 27th, and today we're going to start Judges 11, doing the first 3 verses, and then Proverbs 27. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Now we begin, Judges 11, starting at verse 1. Now, Jephthah of Gilead was a great warrior. He was the son of Gilead, but his mother was a prostitute. Gilead's wife also had several sons, and when these half-brothers grew up, they chased Jephthah off the land. Jephthah, you will not inherit of our father's inheritance, they said, for you are the son of a prostitute. So Jephthah fled from his brothers and lived in the land of Tob. Soon he had a band of worthless rebels following him. Okay, back to Gilead now. It's Jephthah. Jephthah of Gilead was a great warrior. He was a son of Gilead, but his mother was a prostitute. More like a concubine, I think, and they have rights. And so would he. Verse 2. Gilead's wife also had several sons, and when these half-brothers grew up, they chased Jephthah off the land. You will not get any of our father's inheritance, they said, for you are the son of a prostitute. She wasn't the other woman, in other words. Three. So Jephthah fled from his brothers and lived in the land of Tob. Soon he had a band of worthless rebels following him. These are people that don't belong to any of the families or houses. Maybe got kicked out, maybe the family got destroyed and they're just wandering around, or maybe they're bankrupt or whatever. Worthless doesn't mean useless, it just means they have no social worth at that time. King David would have a similar band. Proverbs 27. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest what the day will bring forth. You can't guarantee your next breath, much less tomorrow. 2. Let another man praise thee, and not thy own mouth. A stranger, and not thy own lips. Don't brag on yourself. Let others do it. 3. A stone is heavy, and sand weighty, but a fool's vexation is heavier than both. 4. Wrath is cruel, and anger overwhelming, but who is able to stand before jealousy? 5. Better is an open rebuke than love that is hidden. Open rebuke lets the person know what's going on. Look, you did this wrong. I don't like it. Or love that's hidden is they don't know that they're loved. 6. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are important. I can always have trouble there. Important. Own it. In other words, they're fake. Like Judas in the garden. Or someone when they're really trying to stab you in the back. 7. The full soul loatheth the honeycomb, but the hungry soul, every bitter thing is sweet. When you're hungry, everything looks good. When you're full, nothing looks good. 8. As a bird that wandereth from its nest, so is a man that wandereth from this place. They're lost. 9. Ointment and perfume rejoice the heart, so does the sweetness of a man's friend by hearty counsel. 10. Thine own friend and thy father's friend forsake not. Neither go to thy brother's house in the day of calamity. Better a neighbor that is near than a brother far off. 11. My son, be wise and make my heart glad, that I may answer him that taunteth me. 12. A prudent man seeth the evil and hideth himself, but the thoughtless pass on and are punished. Prudent man goes, uh-oh, trouble's coming, I better get out of the way. The foolish man, thoughtless, go, I don't care. 13. Take his garment that is surety for a stranger, and hold him in pledge that is surety for an alien woman. In other words, someone wants something from you, and they say, for someone else, and they say, oh, I'll make it good, get collateral. 14. He that blesses his friend with a loud voice rising early in the morning, it should be counted a curse to him. That's boasting and flattery. 15. A continual dropping on a rainy day, and a contentious woman are alike. He that would hide her hideth the wind. An ointment of the right hand betrayeth itself. These things are just, you can't hide. 17. Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. 18. Whoso keepeth the fig tree shall eat the fruit thereof, and he that waiteth on his master shall be honored. Do your work, and you'll get what's coming to you. 19. As in water, face answers faith, so the heart of a man to man. As you can see your face in water, you can see yourself in the heart of another person. 20. The netherworld, Sheol, and destruction, Abaddon, are never satiated, so the eyes of a man are never satiated. Can't get enough. 21. The refining pot for silver and the furnace for gold, and a man is tried by his praise. Yeah, criticism hurts, but if he gets praise, he starts to say, I'm better than I am. I'm not. And he starts getting, he thinks he's better than he is, and he starts looking down upon a person. Praise truly shows what you are. 22. Though thou shouldest bray a fool in mortar with a pestle and among groats, yet would not his foolishness depart from him. 23. Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks, and look well to thy herds. For riches are not forever, and doth the crown endure to all generations. Take care of what you have, and keep account of it. It won't last forever. 25. When the hay is mown, and the tender grass showeth itself, and the herbs of the mountains are gathered up, the lambs will be for thy clothing, and the goats for the price of a field. And there will be goat's milk enough for thy food, and for the food of thy household, and the maintenance for thy maidens. In other words, if you work all year, in this case it would be all year, but if you work at your job and do everything correctly, you'll get a paycheck, and you will earn enough to do what you need to do. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whatever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I.